My name is Akoto Degross. I'm from Ghana. I'm a certified weight loss expert and the founder of Fat to Fit Ghana, which is a weight management organization helping people to lose weight and live a healthy lifestyle. So, my biggest weight was 130 kilograms. Obesity runs through my family. So, for the longest of times, I thought that that is how I should be. But exactly 4 years ago, I lost my mother to lifestyle diseases, and it really woke me up to get myself in order. And at the time, I was going through a lot of chaos. I love what Deepak Chopra said, that every great change is often preceded by chaos. So having gone through all of that, I made a decision to go on a weight loss journey. Not that that was my first time, but this time I was really, really determined to do something about it. So I, started changing my lifestyle, eating well, getting more active, and it wasn't an easy process, I must say. But in a period of a year, I was able to, lose about half my size, and currently I'm weighing 65 kilograms. So it's not been an easy journey, but it's been worth it. I must say, it's been worth it. Obesity is a growing problem in most developing countries, in Africa as a whole, and also in Ghana, especially in the urban centers. You are looking at about 80% of people, carrying 20% extra weight than they should carry. And interesting enough, in the diaspora, in in countries like Germany, in the UK, it's in the Netherlands, in France, it's a big problem among the African community. And so it's interesting to find out, the correlation. And it's primarily due to the things that we eat. A lot of our foods are carbohydrate based, and so we tend to consume more than we burn out, which is really the main problem as far as gaining weight is concerned. And if you look at how we even mention our foods, for example, fufu and soup, banku and stew, rice and stew, yam, we always mention the carbohydrate first. So in a recent study that was conducted last year, called the Research on Obesity and Diabetes Among Africans in the Diaspora, it came up with some high figures, about 70 to 80%, which is really an alarming, which is really a high rate that must be addressed. So it's really a growing problem, and it's primarily due to what we eat. So when you carry too much weight than your body is supposed to carry, we say that you are either overweight or obese, or that is if you're having a BMI of more than 25. So it's a good way to check whether you are having an ideal weight. What happens is that your body begins to deposit excess fats, and when you have too much fats in your system, it can easily lead to several lifestyle diseases, including heart attacks, high blood pressure, gout, arthritis, kidney problem, liver problems. All these are you can easily get them when you have too much fat in your system. Problems on your joints, arthritis, and for me, I really believe that all these are reversible by making some few changes in your life. So I have noticed that in the diaspora, obesity is more prevalent among African women. And I find it very interesting. Even back home in Ghana, it's also among women. And I believe that is primarily due to a lot of reasons. Of course, if you are a woman, you tend to have more fat. Secondly, childbirth also, tend to increase your weight. And thirdly, the diet. You find a lot of women, and what they are eating. Trust me, sometimes you wonder. So I think that they are eating more of the wrong things, and especially in abroad where food can be also a bit cheap, they tend to kind of overconsume some of the foods. So I believe that these are some of the main reasons that contribute, and also because people say that African women are supposed to be big, and that is beautiful. They kind of accept it that way. And so you may even be surprised to find some people who want to even put on weight so that they can fit that, African shape, or who an African woman is supposed to be. But trust you me, the health consequences of this is enormous. And many a times it's only in the later years that you begin to see this. So I'm hoping that, African women will begin to take control of their health, their bodies, and take charge. So Losing weight, some people will tell you that they've tried several things and it didn't work out. And, having gone through it, I know I failed several times. But to really, really succeed, I think the first thing you need to do is a mindset change. If you don't change your mind about, getting a healthy lifestyle, you're not going to win this battle. So the first thing you need to do is to really have a mindset change of adopting a healthy lifestyle and eating well. And by eating well, I'm talking about incorporating a lot of plant-based diet in your food. I've been to so many African homes. I don't get salads. I don't get vegetables. I don't get fruits. You need to eat more of that and cut back on the carbs, reduce the carbohydrate. Sometimes you find, some people even eating a heavy meal like kenke or fufu as late as 9, 10 p.m. and they're going straight to bed. That must be reversed, And you don't find a lot of Africans being active. I run around the Ulster a lot, and I can tell you, I hardly see Africans. And every time I see one, I kind of wave at them. So begin an active lifestyle, start an exercise program. Don't think that exercise is for some group of people or, everybody and needs it. And to lose weight, you must burn off the excess fats. And that can be done through a very active lifestyle. You can begin a gym program. You can start running. You can start taking the steps instead of the elevator. You can, walk fast. Germans love to walk fast. But the guy, the Africans here, I think that they walk too slowly. They've still not learned, walking fast. There are many things you can do to really just get more active and bring these changes and sustain the changes and be consistent, which is really the key. Don't see it as, a one-off something and I didn't see any change. So, hey, to hell with all these fruits and vegetables. No, see it as a lifestyle change and, be consistent. When you are consistent for a period of time, trust you me, there is no option than to change. You would see the changes. One of the main excuses people give for not, having time to exercise, for example, is time, which is what I see, in a lot of my even clients, back home and even in the diaspora. It's even worse because, you have to get to work by this time and leave by this time. And so people don't seem to find time. Well, I must tell you that, when it comes to a healthy lifestyle and trying to lose weight, about 80% of it is your diet. The choices you make regarding what you put in your mouth. So you really, really have control here. You really do. So if you don't have time to exercise, or you're one of those who think that, my work is even already active, so I'm exercising, then watch your diet. What are you eating for breakfast, for lunch? I mean, what are you putting inside your mouth? Are you even drinking enough water? Carbonated drinks over here are so cheap, so people even drink that instead of water or coffee. You can drink more water, for example, which will help your metabolism, to help you, even lose weight. Some people think that water makes them gain weight, which is not true because water has 0 calories. And, watching your diet, eating, a lot of plant diets, like I said before, cutting back on the burgers and the chips. Those were my favorite, by the way, when I was doing my master's here. I would go to McDonald's, all the fries, but, they are so far from me now. So just, being consistent with the diet bits, trust you me, you are guaranteed, results when you do that. I often, talk about the plant diet, which I recommend to people for a period where they eat nothing but plants. And the results are amazing. I even do that, sometimes. So you can try that, or you can get in touch and, would help you with that. One of the things that I have used to help people lose weight is the Fat to Fit Challenge, which has helped thousands of people lose weight in Ghana and across the world. So I started a challenge primarily because I wanted to reach more people at the same time. And so when people would register for the challenge, it's an 8-week challenge where we take people through a structured program on what they should eat, the kinds of exercises they should be doing. We keep them motivated. We monitor their weight. And over the period, we've had people lose as much as 19 kilos, 18 kilos, and it's amazing. And the program is really growing. We are going into the 5th season. Can you believe that? 5th season. We started 2 years ago, and it's really growing strong. And we are hoping to take it to the Africans in the diaspora as well. So your greatest asset is your health. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said that the first wealth is health. And so if you don't take control of your health, nothing will work. And so imagine if you're a mother and you are, eating right, do you know that you are going to impact that on your children? And if you don't, you are going to, impact onto them some negative lifestyles. They will not eat right, and obviously they would grow with it. So think generationally and how you can impact your children and your children's children by, starting to eat well. Take walks. You don't find a lot of Africans in the diaspora going for walks, with their kids. Do that often. Cook with them. All these are useful tips that would help, the family grow stronger. And if you are lacking motivation, I would want to recommend to you my 2 books. One is I would want to recommend to you my 2 books. You can find them on Amazon. Just check the link below for all the details. And trust you me, they're going to help you to get motivated, to stay motivated. I'm talking, I was 130 kilograms. That was, that's quite, an amount. And looking at me now, it's so possible. Never say that it's not possible for you. If I've done it, and many people have done it through, my coaching, you can surely do it. And so I would really, really want to encourage you to, get your health in order, get your weights checked, and make sure that you are not carrying too much weight. And if you are, do something about it today. Don't postpone. You don't have tomorrow. It's now. Do it now. All right. So thanks. And also check out our website, fat2fitghana.com, and, to get in touch and for all other information you may need. All right. I wish you all the best. Alles Gute. Ich liebe Deutschland. Tschüss.